everybody. And I'm back. And I'm back with a new haircut. Yeah. It is going to be a great episode. I just feel it in my bones. I'm about to take my coat off in a minute because it's hot as hell. But, this is the Shai Talk, episode 306, season 3. And I have a very special guest, my sister. For a long time. She's been knowing Shari since the buck teeth. You feel me? Businesswoman, entrepreneur, just a selfless soul. She just cares for others, just like her mother and her family. My sister, her twin ain't here. We'll talk about that another time. Ryshun, my girl is here. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, Shell, her twin sister, cannot be here, but it's okay because they're both gonna come back, and it's gonna be a great episode again. Yes. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to see you.
Look, okay, we gotta get into the drip real quick. I'm starting to do that little segue now. Everyone wants to see the drip. So you just told me that Russell Westbrook make pants, and me and Jake didn't know that he make pants.
Right.
If you guys can see the pants, it's very dope. It's very, yeah, knitted. Yeah, you see it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she got the hat, over the locks. It's beauty. It's black beauty.
Miss Twist.
Yeah, represent. You feel me? Yes, and me, I'm leather down,
Ooh, ooh.
You see it?
I mean, that's a whole lot of drip right there.
Yeah, a whole lot of money.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, but I don't be looking at pockets.
Let me not before I get robbed. Okay, but we gonna get into it. It's getting real hot in here. Yeah, but we're gonna start with some icebreakers. But before we get into that, just let the world know who you are, what you don't want to tell, and what you want to tell us.
Well, I feel like I'm a pretty simple person. I'm definitely like an open book and like a closed library that's like kind of private. You got to get that key type of thing. But I mean, I'm just down to answer whatever questions. I don't share too much, so you got to pull whatever you want out of me.
Yeah, that part. So yeah, she is very selective, and that's a good thing though, because everyone don't need to be in your business.
That's a fact.
Facts only. Love that. Okay, so we gonna get into it. So first and foremost, of course, the ones who know you, how does it feel to be a twin? Like, is that how is that? Because I mean, Zara and Zakiya explained theirs, but they're different people. So how is that is for you as having a twin sister?
It's like it's a different type of feeling, Mm-hmm. It's like when you go into a room or some places or whatever, and you could be nervous on your first day of school, but you always know I got something. I got someone type
got your
of thing.
back.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like a different type of connection. Mm-hmm. She gets me in different ways that people can or will never will, right? And I was actually talking to someone. I had took like a potential client to a hockey game, to the the Kraken game, and he's actually a twin. It's weird. He's 3 minutes older. It was weird. He was basically like the twin version of me, in his own way, in his own twin relationship, right? Yeah. And so he was his brother had just got married, and so he was like, we had our one last sleepover together before I gave him off. He's going to go sleep with a new person. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. We shared a room pretty much our entire life. So it's just weird. Damn, she gonna have somebody else that she's talking to or saying, she always says, don't forget to pray good night, I love you. How many times? I'm not gonna get that no more.
Hey,
I've been needing that at night.
Yeah. She at least texts you,
right.
Call you. I love that. Okay. And then okay, I will say I don't have a twin, but we have something in common along with your sister. You guys' relationship with your mom,
right,
locked in, was just like how me and mom's was. Right. So how was that for you? Because you consider your mom one of your best friends.
Right. That is my best friend.
Yeah.
I be saying all the time, I don't need nobody besides her. I feel like I'm a pretty independent person. That's because of her. She's the definition of independent, I feel like. So having that example, I'm always I don't need nobody for nothing. It's almost it's my mom type of thing.
Period.
But even just that relationship and the relationship I have with my sister, it's all one, even like although we have like sub relationships within that, but having, you know, the best friend within a twin and a mom, it's like I just feel unstoppable with whatever.
Yeah, the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
I love that. Did it like take a while to get there, or like has always been like that since day one?
I feel like it's always been like that. It just, you know, it transforms differently, especially now that we're adults.
Right.
But I feel like it's always the same at the core. So like, you know, there's like obviously, you know, different, I wouldn't even call it like adversity, but like, you know, just like life moments, you know, as you progress. And so, you know, dealing with that, it comes out like, you know, differently over time.
Yeah.
And, you know, now that we are all grown women and, you know, she's like the head, you know, it's just like you got a lot of different personalities that are strong because of we were raised by a strong woman. So it's like I know she looks in the mirror like, or she's looking at a mirror when she's looking at us of like, you know, but it's like
that's mini to
hey,
right
there you go.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, you know, before everything went on, like she used to be like, oh, you get on my nerves because you just act just like me. And I'm like, well, that's your fault.
Right.
Sorry. But yeah, I feel like mom has always like, for me, I feel like our bond was strong because like she just allowed me to be myself, and she allowed if Shari wants to, I don't know, what have I've done everything under the sun. Yeah, like whatever I want to do, she's like, all right, we're gonna do it. If you want to make some earrings today, all right, we're gonna do it. If you want to do some do-rags, all right, we're gonna do it. So I really appreciate her giving me that platform to where I'm not afraid, and I'm courageous of what I'm doing, whether the business lasts or not. I feel like I'm proud that I did it instead of having my fear, you know, stop me. So I wanted to ask you that because I was like, you know, you're one of the few friends I know that your relationship with your mom was just like my mom and I. So I love that. You know, I wanted to ask that.
You brought up something in there when you were saying like, you know, your mom allowed you to do whatever. Like whenever I would go to the shop, I always be like, you know, what are we doing now? Or she like, you know, that girl's crazy or whatever. And I was like, but like it's so dope that she has. I really like would tell her like it's so dope she has you because she's not gonna do that without you type of thing, you know. So it's like seeing you still doing what you're doing, everything like that's just like she poured that into you. So it's like you're gonna be able to do whatever you want to do for life.
Fact. And like someone told me, someone asked me the other day. They was like, Shari, why do you take pictures every birthday? Like, you're supposed to take pictures, like, for, like, 16, 18, you know, 21, 30. And at the time, like, I was like, I don't know, I just like pictures, like, you know. But this past weekend, me and my cousin and I was going through one of my mom's, like, photo boxes. Like, she had, like, a 12 by 12, like, box. And when I was looking through the box, she took pictures of my birthday every birthday, like, professional. So I said, oh, it's for her. Duh. Facts. And I'm going to take my 25th next week. Okay? My 25th birthday, you know. It's going, you know, I'm doing that with Aaliyah. You know, it's going to be dope.
Shai with love.
And yeah, and I saw that. With you. Yeah, that was fire. It's definitely giving 90s vibes. She's definitely
fire for real.
Yes, she's dope. Shout out to her. She was on here. Check her out in season 2. Yeah, I love how you pointed that out. Thank you so much. So, you know me, I got ADHD. I can't even sit still.
Me too, but like I found never mind.
Wait, no, say it.
No. You're just too pure. I'm just saying, like, but I got a cure for you.
I may not be pure. I may not. I know what you're talking about though, and I probably did it. But hey, we'll talk after. Hey, we'll see. But okay, I got another question. So, just another icebreaker before we get into the nitty gritty. What is right now how you're feeling? What is your top 3 favorite albums or top 3 favorite songs right now?
Albums and songs, I don't know, but I know I've been playing Mike Jack like crazy. I mean, like a ridiculous amount.
Jack
and then you got Blood Cousins too, so like it's just been crazy. Like I play that, then I always go back to old school. So like I'm gonna play Mike Jack, who's going crazy, but then he got them old school samples, so it's perfect. But then I'm gonna throw in like, you know, that old R&B, some Joe, stuff like that. Yeah. So it really bounced around.
Yeah, I'm random too. I be good.
Oh, Burna Boy, lucky he could be my rich baby daddy.
Burna Boy's fine.
Went to the concert.
See, I need to go to like I haven't seen him, Drake, J. Cole, or Kendrick. Like I need to go. Need to. You know, but I'm gonna pick Beyonce every single time. It was either Beyonce or Drake this year. I had to choose one.
Oh yeah, I went to Drake. It was good.
Yeah, but, like, did you have good seats? Because I heard people was having.
There were good seats, but I definitely could have sat way further and saved a lot more money. And it still had the same, you know.
Yeah.
So that was.
You gonna go see Doja?
No. I mean, not like that, but no.
sorry. Hey, look, it may not be
She's
a
talented. Like, I feel like everybody, got their stuff.
I
It's
really
just not
liked her last album. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. I just didn't listen to it.
I know. It's okay.
I need some
Yeah, her
Vaseline,
tour
though.
started today, and I was like, oh, she's coming here. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So a little bit old school, a little bit new school, local. Okay. Well, here we go. So, question number 1.
Oh, we getting started.
Yeah, we're getting real gritty.
That's right.
Okay, what version of yourself do you want to meet next year?
Ooh, actually, that's a good question because my family and I, we did like family therapy like 2 or 3 years ago.
I love that.
Right? We need to get back to it. I need my own therapist too. But in the therapist, he was like, what's the 40-year-old version of Ryshun look like? And I was like, whoa. So then I started like, I think I had to be like 23 at the time or something like that. And I was like, whoa, 40, that's that's some time from now, but it's also very soon. And so thinking about like, what I want to be next year and all the stuff I got going on, and now I got like all this experience, I feel like I'm really trying to like just accelerate with everything that I've pretty much like built on and like planted the seeds, so I the version of myself I expect to see is someone who is consistently like disciplined, because again, like I can't revert back to old things, like I've experienced it too many times. So just actually sticking to like my plan, my script, and staying disciplined within that, because I know me doing that's gonna be the person that I'm want to be,
Right.
like the bit regardless of what that looks like, just because
Right.
I have like my structure set.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Life been kicking my ass.
Hey,
Life has been tearing me up. I mean, slinging me to the ground.
but you're here though,
I'm here.
so you didn't really get slung that much.
Yeah, I got some scratches though.
Hey, band-aids.
That part. A little Neosporin. A little salt bath. Yeah, next year for me, I'm on the same type of time. Definitely want to elevate. For some reason, like, what's been heavy on my heart lately, I was telling my therapist on Tuesday, like, I feel like change is needed for me right now. I need, like, new sceneries, new everything. And in order for me to do that, I got to step my game up. So I know it's all going to start with me. I can't really, like, have... I mean, yes, I can have helping hands and hold hands. But at the end of the day, it was really for me to get up. And so, yeah, I want better for myself next year. I want to really be, like, really established at my job. Like, right now, it's kind of, like, up in the air because, like, I've been helping in so many areas that now I'm starting to feel burnt out. And so I want to be, like, more established to where I'm just sticking to one thing, and that is my only duty, and I can prioritize, like, my life more better and stuff. I definitely want to definitely get my affairs in order too. So, like, I know we're only in our 20s, but I do feel like we should have a will in life insurance, and making sure, like, the other day, I don't know if people know, but with the new update on our phone now, because when I used to work at Apple, I mean, unfortunately, we used to get a lot of people who could not get into their loved one's phone when they pass. And they will literally, like, either have to get, like, a police report or, like, have to go higher up to Apple to try to get it unlocked. Now, you can go in your settings, and you can now assign someone in your phone to be basically, what do you call it? Power of attorney of your iCloud.
That's crazy how like you got a power of attorney over a device.
Right. It's sick. It's sick. But
I mean, that's a really good idea. But ain't nobody getting my phone.
Right. So I mean, I gave it to my cousin. Just to be like, look, and it does an auto text, like, already pre-written, like, if Shai was to woo, like, you are now in charge of her iCloud and her passwords. Wow. And so thankfully with my mom, I knew all her passwords. It was my name. So I got in, but just getting that in order to where I just feel secure. Yeah. So I want to make sure I stay on that way for myself next year, and just many blessings, for all of us, and just to, mingle more, because like you say, you're private, but I feel like you're more social than me.
Yeah, I would say that.
I'm very, you know.
But like, yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. But I feel like you are definitely like social. It's just like you're very social around the people that you feel comfortable with. Yeah. I feel like maybe I can't get like a little loose with people that I don't know. But at the same time, in my head, I'm like, I
you're
know
observing.
What
Yeah. Me, I'm quiet. I'm just like, hey, how you doing?
And your face gonna say it all.
She knows me. I'm gonna give you a stank look, very much like, okay, yeah, okay.
That was the one right there.
Yeah, you know me. Yeah, I give all the faces. Okay, next. Okay, well, okay, it's not really the same question. You might say the same thing. I don't know. See how you feel. Okay. When you get old, what is one thing you want to say you're happy that you did? I mean, it may not have happened yet for you, maybe, but
that like I left some type of legacy, and not even some type. I know exactly what it is. Like I have the whole vision mapped out and everything, but I want that to be kind of just like my footprint that I left here of like people, but they feel something. So what I mean by that, it's more of like around empowering people. Like I want people when they think of me like, oh, she was very empowering, like she was able to pull out of me everything that I knew I had in me and like just see that into fruition. So I want to leave like an energy type of thing. And so it's gonna end up being tangible as well, but I want it to be felt more than anything.
Look, she had me crying one time on the phone, boo-hoo. But the
I was crying too, though.
Yeah, she was. That's how I felt it. I was like, this is God on his phone. Because I was like, oh, she's encouraging me when I was just venting. I wasn't even really asking for it. But she just, you know, it was a real down bad moment. She was like, Shari, come on. You got this. Like, it's nothing. You know, like, look who you are. Like, look at your mom. And I was like, what? So no facts. I really, that's gonna happen for sure. You've always had a great energy about you. You've always been like calm and collective, and you've just been inspiring to me for sure. You know, and like, well, I wanted your sister on this too because we talked about it a little bit at Out Forward the last time I seen y'all, and like, because she told me she learned from YouTube, but I was like, I need more.
Yeah.
How did you guys like get on y'all's like financial literacy? Like I feel like y'all are on point. Like I am just behind. I don't know what I'm doing.
No, stop. Really, Rochelle's not lying when she said like Rochelle's crazy. She really everything that she's like built and just like done. She's like you. She puts her hands on like everything. Like she has a locksmith business now. After we was in high school, she would like buy all this stuff from Amazon. I don't know where she was getting this money from because we wasn't really working yet. We always had something going on. But she was buying all these machines. My mom was like, why you keep on buying all this stuff? But she really was like learning from YouTube or like whatever to make that happen. But in terms of financial literacy, my mom really she really helped like set the foundation with that, just off of how she maneuvered. And then I was always about trying to get some money, so I'm always have like a stack or whatever and stuff like that. But I wanted to learn how to grow it and elevate it. So like when I got into college, I remember telling my mom, I was like, I want to get a car, like I want to get a credit card, like I want to start working on my credit, like I want to graduate and have a good credit score. So then I just started like reading and doing different stuff to educate myself, like just becoming a student to finances outside of what I'm going to school for, because I'm only gonna be in school for 4 years, but I'm gonna have to make money and spend it the rest of my life. So I'm gonna figure it out. So that's just kind of what I did. But like really like reading different stuff, learning people's experiences. When I graduated college in 2020, the pandemic and stuff, I was on this side I call like money Twitter. Okay. So I had like a separate Twitter account, and I was like getting game from people like for real. That's crazy story too, but like just learning game from different people like that, but then taking stuff with a grain of salt and actually like going to go learn for myself, because I'm never gonna do nothing and just go out there aimlessly off of somebody else's word. So like I really had to learn from myself. I mean, there's definitely mistakes made along the way,
because I was gonna ask that, like, how do you deviate the ones that are like I
mean, somebody got me for sure.
Oh damn.
But at the same time, it was like I was trying to like a business type of move or something. Definitely lost the money with that, but like it was for me, like I feel like I definitely like lost a lot of money. I definitely like made some money and stuff too, like
you gotta lose some to win some,
right? And that's it's all about, I got experience now. Like I did it when the stakes were low, so it don't really matter to me. So it's just like anybody could come out of any financial situation at any point. It's a matter of you figuring out what your stuff is and coming up with your plan for that. But that's really with anything though, just outside of finances and like read books, go talk to the banker. Like I was in college going to BECU all the time, going to go meet with the banker to ask questions or whatever, but I was the same way in school. I'm going to go to my teacher and ask them because that's your job and that's how I'm going to be successful, so you're going to tell me.
Yeah. Look at that. I hope everyone's listening because I'm listening. I think my problem is like I'm learning. Mom, no fault to her, because I mean, come on now, she just, she made it happen. Shit.
Right.
But financial literacy wasn't really taught in our family. It was more just get money, like we get money, it just pay what you got to pay for it. I mean, we about our business. But I feel like, okay, now I want to, want my kids to have, what do you call it? Inheritance, like,
right.
I want to make sure that my grandkids are good. Like, I want to make sure that, but my problem is that when I see it, I wish there's a way that you can like put money in the bank and it's like you just can't see it.
So you don't know it's there, so you don't spend it.
Yeah. And here's my thing is not clothes, it's not shoes, it's food.
Yeah.
And I'm not even fat. It's food. It's like, Shari, you got food at home. Do I? But I see this bank and it says I can go get Chick-fil-A. So why not? But then I'm impulsive too, and I gotta stop that. Hey, I'm hella impulsive. I'm more like, if I got it, I'm gonna get it.
Hey, but and it's gonna catch up to you. But
that is gonna catch up on you on a wrong moment too.
I be telling people don't be doing Afterpay for that very reason. Look, like it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just don't Afterpay on designer. Come on now. I've seen that. Somebody Afterpay some like I think it was like a Versace robe. I said,
not the robe, just for the bathroom.
You had to split it in. It's 500 something. You could have just saved, buddy. You just save it and didn't buy it for Christmas. But yeah, I need to learn how to not be impulsive with my money. But I'm doing better. It's a working in progress. Right. So I wanted to ask that because you guys are on point. You guys are very much on point, and just know that people are watching.
It's not. I'm glad you think that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But everybody's experience is different.
That part. Plus, you say you have to, learn.
Literally,
from everyone makes mistakes. I made mistakes and stuff, and so, and we're the new adults. So I mean, our moms went through the same thing. It's a lot of pressure.
I feel like I'm starting to take that seriously. Like I feel like I just turned 26 last month, and literally like the next day I'm over here. I was talking to my little sister, and I was like, "Oh shoot, I sound like my mom." But like I was being very serious. Like there was no joke in what I was saying.
Is it not scary? Like, I be walking around the house sometimes, dragging my feet, and I be yelling at Dawn, and I just be like, I sound just like her. Like, it's not, I was talking to my little cousin the other day. She did something, and I was like, well, you need to wrap your hair up, because if you don't wrap your hair up, you're not going to look good for school. So, I was like,
little stuff. Because, like, I be telling my mom all the time, like, you're just right. Like, okay, you're right. I'm at this point, Mom, you're right. Yeah. And you know that, so stop, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't gotta say it no more.
Yeah, it's okay. It's nothing. Or I'm just like, damn. Like you think of that gym, like that she dropped, and I'm like, okay, now it hit different. It hit real different. I see it now.
That hard head make a soft behind. That's.
So yeah, it's just so funny. It's just so funny when you look back at that. But okay. Here we go. Okay, this might be a good one. What are you struggling with right now? It could be anything.
Boundaries.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm getting better. Because the reason why I'm getting better is I've been communicating. Or try to communicate, right? I feel like...
Verbally?
Yeah. Communication is like everything in anything. Like, I work with different clients. From relationships with friends, family, or whatever. From... going to anything, you got to communicate. But I feel like I'm pretty stubborn too. So there's times where I really got to fight to talk. Like I'll stay quiet.
Yeah.
And so, but like not having boundaries has prolonged my process of like different stuff I got going on, because I won't make it clear to say no, or maybe I'm not with something for sure or whatever, but I don't set those boundaries. But now I've been communicating that to everyone involved, like from job to family to whatever, because at the end of the day, like, I'm the one that lives in his head. So I need to be verbal and be firm about what I'm saying, and also I could do that with love and communicate that in a healthy way.
Right.
I have not always done that, but I'm trying to, you know, work on that. So that's human. Definitely a struggle. Right. I mean, I really don't care. I know how I could get down. Yeah. But at the same time, I know how other people get down too. So it's just like, I'm going to just, you know, oops, my bad. But like, you know, I'm going to just charge it to the game. Like, sorry.
Yeah. Now, would you say your sister's more straightforward than you?
Oh man, she like, there's hot and there's cold. You know what I'm saying? I could be lukewarm and I could definitely get hot. And she's just more hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could be like, you know, right here. So she's definitely like, yeah. For sure. Yeah. You always need a little oomph to you. Right.
Yeah. I've gotten better with my boundaries since I've started therapy like a couple years ago. Because I didn't realize that was a problem for me until she, like, after a couple of sessions, she was like, yeah, you struggle with boundaries. And I was like, really? And I was like, oh, okay. And it was speaking up, and, you know, if you're not comfortable with something, you need to, like, either exit out or communicate that. But currently right now, what I'm struggling with, like, I was talking to one of my coworkers the other day, and she was like, well, Shai, I'm not trying to, like, diagnose you. And I was like, yeah, because you're not a psychologist. But she was like, you kind of sound like you have imposter syndrome. And I was like, I mean, I've heard of that, but I've never in depth, like, I was like, what is that? And she was like, well, you're always saying you feel like you're not worthy of anything. Like, you just self-doubt a lot. And, you know, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. I just, like, 75% of the time, I just don't feel like I'm deserving. Like, I just feel like I don't deserve good things, because, like, I feel like there's been so many bad things that overpower in my life. So I'm like, when something comes good, I don't know how to feel or take it. Like, it's not really like compliments and stuff. It's more of like, if something major happened, like if I got a raise at work, I'm like, really? Like, do I deserve that? Or like, you know, I don't know, a man walked in my life. I ain't gonna deny it. You know, hi, how are you doing? I'm ready to settle. I'm ready. I'm really ready. Like,
hey, I feel you.
I've just never been that type of girl to just, like, what?
No, the other guy.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. This is the one that we're like,
no.
Yeah.
You see?
That's what I'm saying. That was a boy.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm ready to settle.
You are?
I really am. Like, I just feel like Jake just said, I'm with the traditional stuff. Like, I don't feel like, I feel like I've went through enough F-boys to not, I don't want to deal with that. Like, I'm not, what can I say? I don't blame people who just date to date. Like, that's fine. Me, I want not an end point. I don't think marriage is an end point. Right. But, like, I want, that's my intentional. Right. I'm very intentional. Here. You know, like, I'm very intentional who I talk to.
Wait, I'm not trying to cut you off because you're saying, you know, you're ready to settle and stuff. But so you're saying you're ready to be a wife.
I'm ready to be wifey.
And like, you like, if like there was like a rubric of like what wife's supposed to be, like, you feel like you wife, like you getting that good grade.
Yeah. I cook, I clean, and I don't smell like onion rings.
Oh. What more could you want?
What more can you want? I'm just saying. It's like, no. But, like, I just feel like that'll just be a stepping stone for me. I want a family, you know? Like, me personally, like, I just be tripping out sometimes. Like, how did mom have me at 25? Because right now I can't have kids. I can't.
Yeah.
That's crazy. She did it. I mean, your mom did it. Like, how the fuck did y'all do that?
I wouldn't do it. Look, I made sure I wouldn't do it.
Right. Like, you know, I feel like I'm ready, though. I'm ready for that, you know?
No, I'm ready to be a wife.
Yeah, like, you know, I'm like, one of my best friends, Mimi, she's like 1 year in marriage, and she's just living her best life as a wife, and I just like...
You do have, yeah.
Yeah, the ring is blinging.
Yeah, that's crazy. We really are that age to...
Right, everyone's having kids, married, you know, I'm just, you know, I'm like, okay. I don't want to rush it, of course.
Right.
Whoever the man is, hurry. You know, I'm ready, you know. Plus, like, now my grandparents are like, okay, Shari, because I'm now the next. Like, The oldest grandchild had 4 kids. She had twins and 2 girls. So they're old. And then Sienna, she don't want kids, I don't think. And then I'm next. And so my grandparents are like, okay, so you gonna bring the boys? Because there's all girls except for one. There's one grandson, one nephew. So they're like, Shari, you ready? And I'm like, no, I don't have a man yet. I don't have a man yet. Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Popo.
Would you be a step parent?
I would.
Okay.
I'm open to that.
That surprises me.
Really?
Well, like, knowing you.
Yeah.
But, like, it's like,
If that wouldn't be my first choice, but if that's what it's meant to be, I'm willing to be a bonus mom. I just pray there ain't no baby mama drama, because I don't got time for that. Know your place. Okay? Like, because you be hearing that. Like, me and my cousin was just talking about that. Like, we really pray for, like, a great mother-in-law, because you be hearing horror stories of, like, the worst of the worst mother-in-laws. It's like crazy, and I mean, especially where I'm at now, where my mom's not here, I really like want to have a great relationship with whoever my mother-in-law is.
That definitely is important.
Yeah. So because I mean, that will be my child's only living grandmother, so I will want that to work out. But father-in-law too. I mean, shoot, I want that, but I'm willing if that's the case. But I know that, no offense, Jake, I know that my man has to be melanated. I can't.
Jake's like,
I'm sorry.
What about his name, Travis Kelce? But I thought he was fine before too, right? But then he shaved his beard.
Yeah, when he shaved his beard, I can't.
Then I'm like, no offense, Jake, but like, yeah, no.
Now he with Taylor Swift. I'm sorry. Jake's like, what the hell? I can't. I'm sorry.
You don't know who Travis Kelce is? Oh,
I'm about to say, what?
He was in the Super Bowl. That's all that I know.
Yeah, when he cut his beard off, it was not looking great.
Yeah, it was.
See, she popped it right there.
Where's the no beard at though? This.
Fine.
What the?
That one, even that looked like he's a sheriff with just the mustache.
I like the low cut with the. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter for me, I guess.
I might, if it was old Travis, or maybe like a Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
Actually,
a long time ago, I posted him on my Instagram. His girlfriend had took a picture of like an angle as if they were at dinner. So I posted as if I posted, like, took the picture of him type of thing.
Love that.
It was a joke, obviously.
For sure. Wow.
I don't regret it because he is kind of fine. Facial hair be saving a lot of you guys.
It really do.
That's beside the point.
Yeah. You're fine. You're good.
Jake,
you're fine. You're the perfect person. You're everything. But yeah. Okay, what was I saying? Let's get serious again. No, yeah. Sometimes I feel like I'm not worthy for things, but I need to learn that you are just, God is, if he placed that in front of you, then you do deserve it. And so sometimes I got to talk to myself like, Shari, you deserve that. Like, and not every trial and tribulation is a punishment. I had to get out of that. Shari, maybe it's just, a lesson. Like, it's not a punishment. It's
just
not
like
a
stuff
punishment
that we have to go through.
Right. And so I just got over like mom's thing of like thinking it was a punishment, because I was just like, damn, like this was not supposed to happen. This is a punishment. Like, who's out here walking out here with no mom? Like, that is a punishment. But I don't know the answer yet. It will come when it comes, but it's not a punishment. And so I gotta be better with myself, of like rooting for myself. I can't root for everybody else and not for myself. Right. So I gotta work on that. But I
have a question for you. So do you feel like, I mean, obviously I feel like I know the answer to this, but just to make you think a little bit, do you feel like you're your biggest fan or your biggest critic?
Critic, for sure.
Right. But like, why?
Right? I don't know. Like, okay, here's one piece. I feel like mom has like I don't know when she did it, but she put a fear in me of like, my character and integrity is everything and everybody's watching. Like, she just be like, there'll be times I'll be like, Mom, ain't nobody looking for us. Like, but then there's sometimes I'm like, okay, someone's watching. And so I really like the things that I do, or the things that I post, or people that I'm involved with. I just be like, okay, like intentional. I'm very intentional, and then I overthink a lot too. So I don't know why I'm my biggest critic. I mean, that might have to be with me being, I self-doubt myself a lot. It's like I don't want to be perfect. I'm not saying I want to be perfect Patty. I feel like my vulnerability and how raw I am is who makes me who I am. But I just I don't know, I think into the future, like I want my kids to be proud of me.
Right.
You know? But Shai, you got to go through things and learn from things in order to, you know, to be the best that you can be. And I try to remind myself that. And I'm like, your kids will be thankful for that, because like you're giving the realness, not just a, you know, being like a chameleon or whatever. But I don't know why. I'm my biggest critic. But there is a lot of judgment in my family too that I deal with sometimes, where I'm just like, why y'all judging me? But judge the cousin that be da 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 da. Don't judge me, because like you said, I'm pure. Low key, I'm not, but I am. But I'm just saying, like,
the look you gave was like, no, I'm not.
You never know. But no, you know, I don't know. I just deal with that a lot. But I try my best. You know, I try to pray over myself. But my overthinking has gotten better. I just, you know, just if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. And I've been Bible studying lately. I've been doing that. I've been Jay put me on a lot of podcasts like lately.
She's good for that.
Jay hit when I get that ding ding, I'm like, all right, what we got today? And that starts my day off. So I appreciate her with that as well. And I try to be more social too. I know that my self-esteem will be boosted by like my friends like you and stuff, and so I try to go out more instead of staying in the house, because you know me, I'm homebody, you know. Right. I like to stay home in my comfort. So yeah, that's where I'm at. But
yeah, look, we're here. Hey, all I'm gonna keep on saying is we're here, because none of this matters. None of this shit matters.
It don't. Like, and I try to remind myself that it could be worse. It could be worse. Yeah. You know, I try to put myself in like the kids' shoes that I work with. Like, some of them ain't got homes. Like, some of them ain't got food. Some of them see things they're not supposed to see. And it's like, okay, Shai, you're fortunate not to see those things. Or like, Shai, you're fortunate that you can call on people when you do need help. Even as an adult. Even though it might at that moment be embarrassing or whatnot. But it's like, okay, you got a village. You know, I try to remind myself that, like, mom left a village, so use it. Don't.
Facts.
You know, because, you know me, I will go off the cliff first. Right. I'm going off first, and then I'll climb back up and get y'all. But
it's like, make everybody stand on what they said, because they shouldn't say it if they don't mean it.
That part.
So.
That part.
Use it.
Yeah. And, of course, I've seen the people who wasn't standing on business. You know, standing on business. And the ones that are, I appreciate y'all to the fullest. And so, yeah, that's, you know, that's where we're at. We're just the grown folks now, and it's so scary. So, yeah, okay, what else do we got? Do you believe that we can have more than one soulmate?
I only got one more.
Hey.
I only got one soulmate.
Period. You heard what she said. Yeah. Why do you feel like they're going to? Were you saying there only can be one, or are you saying just for yourself?
It's like, no, I feel like you could have multiple soulmates.
Why?
Because I feel like, I mean, life is like evolution. You're not gonna always stay the same, and you could take. It's always about a decision or a choice that you make, so that just kind of alters, kind of like what your path looks like, and so you're not always probably gonna have the same soulmate, or it depends on timing too. Like, you could have had a soulmate, it just wasn't the right time for that. And I feel like, you just keep on chasing as a person, like, even off of experiences and stuff. So, like, even in I may be in Seattle, right?
Yeah.
My soulmate's here, but I could be elsewhere and may have a soulmate. But like I said, I don't have multiple soulmates.
You heard exactly what she said.
Facts.
That period. Love that for her. Yeah, I agree. You can have a soulmate for different phases,
Right.
or different situations. I like to what do you call it? I like to put like one set of people in like a soulmate group. Like I feel like, to me, like my homeboys, those are like my soulmates. Like, because I know it's not gonna be judgmental. It's not gonna be catty and feisty, and they're just gonna tell me straight up. But then they're gonna love on me too.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, my homeboys are my soulmates, and they're like, my mom was my soulmate, still is, and spiritually, and then whoever the guy is, that will be the next one.
Right. Well, I recant on that thing too, because I feel like I have like 5 other or 4 best friends, Rochelle's included in that, like our group. Like, those are my soulmates. Like,
yeah,
you can't tell me we're not sisters.
And speaking of that, because y'all been friends forever.
Yeah.
How? You don't see that no more.
Well, honestly, because we act like little boys. It's like, no. But we were always together. Like, we played AAU together. We went to middle school together. Some of us went to separate high schools, but we still played AAU. But our moms, like, those are our moms. Like, we're all like one big family. Like, our families are all like interconnected now at this point.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, you just see all of us together. And like, now being adults, we always just like stay patient with each other and like loved each other through each phase each person like went through. That's why I feel like, okay, when you have a soulmate, they do just that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just go through every single motion, whatever, together, the good, the bad. I mean, we was all hella fat at a point in time together. And then, you know what I'm saying, we lost hella weight and stuff too, and still trying to like, do that. But it's like, there was depression, there was all these different things, there, but at the end of the day, there was love, and that's all that, we stayed true to.
Yeah, that's another question too, like, because you're one of the people that, like, I feel like it's not hard for you to show love to others.
Right.
And it's hard to find that, especially with females these days. And I try, and that's why I admire you and your friend group, because, I mean, there's not a lot of group of girls that remain friends that long because of either pride, ego, not wanting to communicate. And it's like, man, that friendship could have been 20 plus if we just would have talked, or you just would have let your ego to the side real quick. But at the same time, you can't keep poking the bear that don't want to be poked,
right?
I wish that for myself, but then I also know that I am the type of girl that, like, my friend Mimi knows that I will go into like isolation for a month and not say nothing, but she know it ain't beef. It's like, okay, Shari's doing her thing,
right?
And I see you when I see you, but like a lot of people don't get that. They might, oh, she beefing, she ain't say nothing, she on Instagram now,
right? But everybody gotta understand, everybody has a life. But like, that's why my friends, we all understand that. Like, I'm the same way, or like, we're not gonna talk, and we understand that, but we also try to love each other harder in ways that we could feel it. So like, we'll literally like, say somebody's going through something, they're excluded out the group chat, right? But we're in the other group chat like, hey, what can we do to pull up on her and be like, girl, or blah blah blah. But like, that's just how we are, because it's like, when you love somebody, you know that they're in a down period, you want to make sure that they're up here. So that's just what we do. But like, that's why it's easy, I feel like, to show love to anybody, because it's like, the same way I know that I'm going through something, I know somebody else is going through something. So how do I want to be handled during that time? So like, it's just like hella grace. I feel like life is just about grace and understanding that you're not the only one.
Rashawn's talking tonight. He's talking, and I'm just sitting back listening, because it's great. It's wonderful. No, because I was asking who else had the big friend group. Curto, his episode, I asked the same thing, because he's been friends with his bros for a minute. Same thing, but in his version, like, he was like, we don't take, it's not that deep when things happen. Like, it's not like you're supposed to be here forever. Like, so
that's cool about guys.
Yeah,
girls were like, it is that deep, but what's up?
Yeah, like, it's very deep. We gotta talk about it, boys.
Man, why'd you look at me like that?
Right, or why did you send that emoji like that? Like, what literally do you mean? Like,
man, I got one friend that leave the group message. I don't know. You probably know who it is too. They leave the group message like every other week if we don't reply.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Also, speaking of that, 5 already? Yo, when is your sister gonna do the Cleveland reunion? Because y'all been said that a long time ago and never set it up.
Yeah, we're gonna make that happen.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I just feel like we're all hella busy. Like, we all
Yeah,
gotta.
it was not here either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're gonna do it one time and then everybody's not gonna be here or whatever. I feel like
it might
we
be
definitely can make
summer.
that happen soon.
Yeah, please. Because, I mean, yeah, I've seen everybody lately. I haven't seen Asia lately. Did she move out the state? I
don't know. I was just talking. I FaceTimed Jay the other day and I was like, oh, we got the same bonnet and it's your bonnet. But yeah, it's like, and then I saw Roper at Nordstrom the other day.
Yeah,
I saw Mama at a football game.
I haven't seen Mama. I mean, I saw Lexi at H&M around this time last year. I seen Donisha too.
Oh yeah, I be seeing Donisha.
Yeah. And of course, I see the twins as everybody. So, yeah, we need to come up with that. But wow, it's really 5 minutes. You gotta come back. You gotta come back.
That's a fact.
Yes, but
with Jake.
Yeah, Jake, you gotta get on this camera one of these days. I don't know how you're gonna do it. Yeah, we'll get you a Taurus in here. Yeah, shout out to them. But, guys, thank you so much for tapping in with us. We're on YouTube. Subscribe, please. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I'm on all the streaming platforms for podcasts. I can't name the list because I forget every single time. Follow her. Her stuff will be below. Tap in with her. I appreciate y'all. Y'all stay warm in this weather because the cold is coming into my shining armor. Hi.
Okay.
Saga Boy, I'll see y'all next time.